Hey, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous here. I wanted to just go over the full build of my bike. Now, a lot of the parts I did pick on myself. You know, this is a vision that I had for the bike before I even bought the bike. You know, I guess I've been dreaming about this build. I've been, I guess, fantasizing.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen.
I've been fantasizing about the way this bike was gonna look. You know, I had a picture in my head even before I purchased the bike, and as soon as I got the bike, I started ordering parts that same week. Now this happened right before the whole chaos, the whole pandemic, the whole sheltered in place. I was fortunate enough to get all my parts within a week or two. Now, I've read a lot of the comments. You guys are out there still waiting on parts. Some of you guys are waiting 2, even 3 months, 90 days for parts, which is, oh man, you know, I honestly, I feel for you guys. It sucks.
This is a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
It honestly sucks, but I was fortunate enough to get these parts within 7 days at most. Sometimes ordering from Speed Kings, I noticed that when I ordered with Speed Kings, they ended up taking maybe even two weeks, which is a long time. Because Speed Kings, they're located here in California. They're out there in Riverside, SoCal. But I digress.
It's a nice word. I didn't know this before. Oh, that's such a poor vocabulary.
So far, everything I bought on the bike, I've been pretty much happy. There's been a few things that I don't hate, but I just wasn't completely satisfied or happy with. Let's start with the front of the bike.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
So this is just a little bit of a pet peeve, mainly because I got the quick detach on the Road Warrior fairing. I got the quick detach, but when I go ahead and I remove the fairing during, you know, hot days in the summer, man, that Plex audio system just looks horrendous, honestly. And it's just one of those things. I know I made a quick detach video, but when it comes to removing the fairing, I have to get tools now. So the quick detach bracket, it's awesome. It's great, and it only takes maybe about half a minute to remove the front fairing. Now that's great. You don't have to get any tools. You don't have to, you know, mess around with nuts, bolts, or anything like that. But when it comes with Plex audio system, it looks horrendous. It looks hideous, and I honestly find myself not removing the front fairing, mainly because of the Plex audio system.
Good.
Working our way to towards the back of the bike, the next thing on that list on my build that I dislike or I'm not happy with is the engine guard. Now the engine guard, it's great. I've dropped the bike and it saved me easy probably about $3,000 worth of repairs for a $200 engine guard, an investment of $200. It's a great investment. I recommend everybody to get one. But but if you're 5'7", if you're my height, then it's not that comfortable. I'm actually really stretched out. Look, I barely reach the foot pegs. I barely reach them, and I'm 5'7", so maybe if you're 6 feet or a little bit taller than I am, maybe 5'10", 5'11", or maybe you just have long legs. I don't know. But in my case, look, my legs are already fully extended, and I can't benefit from these foot pegs. Now, same thing on this other side. You see that? I would have to kind of squeeze my leg over the air filter just to kind of put my my feet up on the crash, on the highway engine guard, on the highway crash bar. So It's not that comfortable. It's not that functional when you're 5'7". Maybe if you're a whole lot taller than I am, maybe you would enjoy having this engine guard, but that's just one minor thing.
You know what I mean?
Now the air filter, it bangs my shin a little bit, as you can see right here. There's a little bit of a, I mean, I don't hit it all the times, but it's definitely noticeable when I'm, you know, riding aggressively, which is it's not all the time, but I definitely do feel it in my shin. All right, but I mean, a lot of the times, most of the time I'm riding, I'm man spreading. You know, that's what these women call it. I'm man spreading. So I don't, as you can see right here, my legs, I got big huevos.
Bailo tango, masco chicle, pego duro, tengo viejas de montón. Tururú.
Sometimes if you're riding aggressively and you're really, you know, getting into those corners, you know, ripping it up, you are going to feel the air filter in your shin. Now, I actually installed the air filter, not upside down, but I guess backwards. I installed it backwards, where it was actually, the filter was actually sticking forward towards the front of the bike, maybe about 1.5 inches. So if that was a big issue for me, I would just reinstall it the way I did the first time, get it out of my way. But as I mentioned in that other video, it's just it comes with a little sensor behind or next to the throttle body. I didn't like the way it was sticking out a lot, so I moved it to how it was supposed to be installed. Now, by me covering up the sensor, I have now realized that the air filter digs into my shin a little bit, but not a big deal, just minor stuff. If I had to complain and tell you guys what I dislike about the build, that'd be one of them, the air filter. Now, working towards the back of the bike, as if you've seen my videos, is the alloy art strut signal lights. Now, I'm pretty sure I got the wrong one, so I'm not gonna complain about the fitment or, you know, the way it looked, the way the finish, stuff like that. I'm not gonna complain about that. What I'm definitely not happy about is just the brightness of the LEDs. Now, that's another thing that's probably my fault. I actually ordered the dark smoke, the smoked out lenses. I ordered the smoked out lenses, so you know what? A lot of the fault is my own. I don't know if the red ones are a whole lot brighter. I'm not sure if anybody else has them out there, and they know if they are or they're not. But yeah, these alloy art strut lights, they're not bright at all. And I was being a little hesitant, a little nervous when I was ordering them, but you know what? I wanted the saddlebags. I wanted the saddlebags, and I didn't want the easy mounts. I didn't want that gap opened up at the back of the bag. I wasn't digging the look, so I went ahead and I got these alloy art strut lights, but I got them blacked out because, you know what, the whole bike is blacked out. So I wanted to kind of get it to blend in, look nice and smooth, but I also wanted to be visible. I wanted to kind of stand out a little bit, just to be seen when I'm, you know, out here on the road. So that's why I paid $140 for these lights. But after I initially installed them, I wasn't too happy about it. I had them turned on, and I was just kind of like, they're not that bright. And a lot of the viewers, the comments, they were, you know, saying, they're pointing out that same thing. I think they look decent, especially with the saddlebag. You don't really see that much, but ever since I posted that video, I had it in my head, you know what, the lights are not that bright. Looks like I'm gonna have to get the triple play from Custom Dynamics, and that's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting a remedy for for the issue, which was triple play custom dynamics. And the blaster, the blinking, the strobing, honestly, it gives you a little bit more peace of mind, a little bit, I mean, it makes you more noticeable. It kind of puts you out there a little bit, gets people to kind of look up. A lot of the times, a lot of these stupid, ignorant drivers, they're doing this all day. They're looking at their phones, swiping through Instagram, looking at memes. They're not paying attention. They look up, they see a green light, they look down 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then they look up and it's a red light and they can't stop on time and you get rear-ended. So my thought is, if there's a little bit of strobing, it's gonna get somebody's attention. I mean, eventually, even if you're trying to even look up a little bit at the same time you're driving, I mean, this is just, you know, I'm hoping they do look up when they see some kind of a strobing of lights. So that's why I went ahead and I installed the triple play. So far I haven't been rear-ended. Same thing with my other bikes. They don't have LEDs and they don't have strobing. So you know what? Knock on wood, right? Not too sure. Hopefully I don't jinx it, but that's pretty much it. I think that's everything that I dislike about the build, the stuff that I've put on the bike. That's if I had to say anything bad about the bike, it'd be those 3-4 things. The build, everything else on the bike has been great. I'm in love with the saddlebags. I love the fairing. I also love the Plex audio system, the risers, the grips, the gauge location. Everything about the build has been fantastic. Everything has been great. The service has been wonderful. Get Lowered Cycles has really came through with a lot of the parts. I mean, 90% of the bike, of the aftermarket parts is Get Lowered Cycles.
A few moments later.
Going off topic, kind of like I always do, but just a few tips in there in case you guys don't see my other videos, and in case this is your only video that you have seen on my channel. So Get Lowered Cycles has been great. Free shipping, great customer service. I always contact Mike. He always replies almost every time. It's always towards the end of the day. So they're somewhere else in the country, and I get that. So you know what? That's pretty much it. That's what I dislike about the bike, about the build. Not the bike, but about the build. The bike itself has a few other issues. So that's gonna be on the. That's probably gonna be on my review of the Lowrider S. If you guys seen the channel, you guys know there's some other issues with the bike. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for yet again hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and you guys stay out there, stay safe. Later.